Sukhi Hotu, and welcome to Buddhist Mahavira's Facebook page. We are here going live again this evening, this Friday evening, and we have another distinguished speaker, this time from the United States. This Bhante has been on the Dhammadana series last month. He was with us and he shared a very interesting topic with us. And today, this Bhante will also be talking about a very interesting subject. Uh, the title of today's talk is Dvedavitakka Sutta, which basically means how does one there are two types of thinking and that exist in this world, and how do we identify the two, and what how does it help us to attain final salvation of nibbana. To explain everything, we have with us Bhante Kamalasiri from the States. Good evening, Bhante. Your audio mic is not on. Your mic is not on. Yeah. All right. Now
Good
we can hear
evening,
you.
everyone.
Good evening, Bhante.
Yeah.
Okay. For those of you who are not familiar with Bhante Kamalasiri, let me quickly read his profile, and then we can get started on tonight's interesting topic. Now, Bhante Misaka Kamalasiri is a guided meditation teacher, primarily focused on vipassana techniques sourced from Buddhist sutras. He believes this path will arm every sentient being after life's different challenges. Bhante Kamalasiri was born in Mihintale, Sri Lanka in 1970, and he has held a very special interest in meditation since childhood. When he was 14 years old, Bhante received his novice ordination from his teacher, Balangoda Ananda Maitre Maha, a well-known Sri Lankan Buddhist monk. He also received guidance from the renowned Dhamma teacher, Godwin Samararatne, and Bhante obtained his higher ordination in 1991. He continued his training and education at the Vigirikanda Meditation Center and the Jnana Lankara Bhikkhu Training Center in Peradeniya. He earned his higher education at the Sangaraja Monks Training School in Kandy and the Vidyodaya in Colombo. For 3 years, Bhikkhu Kamalasiri lived in the Himalayan mountains, researching Vajrayana and Hindu meditation techniques. He visited the Shivananda ashram numerous times. He also practiced meditation in the caves of Yalmo Mountains, where the Tibetan saint Yogi Milarepa once practiced. Bhante Kamalasiri also spent some time at the Tusitta Meditation Center in Himachal Pradesh in India. Bhante has also written 7 books in Sinhala, and he has many published articles in newspapers and magazines in Sri Lanka and Australia, and has spoken for national radio and television. We are very happy and glad we have Bhante Kamalasiri with us here this evening to explain to us the Duveda Vitaka Sutta. Bhante?
Okay. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Dear Dhamma friends, today we are going to talk about human mind based on Dvedavitakka Sutta, which is in Majjhima Nikaya. But I'm not going to explain whole sutta step by step. I'm going to explain the one part of sutra which we need today in practically. As when we study about life of Buddha, we know after renunciation from home, he stay with different teachers, uh, different ascetics or yogis practitioners. The female, the male and female teachers, it is including. Mostly it is not popular, but some books say have given some knowledge about that, the informations about that. Before the main teachers who we call the Alara Kalama, Uddhakarama Putta, Bhagava, he met some yoginis also. Yogini means female ascetics. So he have met so many teachers, practitioners, and the Siddhartha Gautama, the Bodhisattva, has listened to them and he have practiced their techniques. As we know, within those techniques, he didn't achieve the real goal, the wisdom and the fully enlightened. Then, same way we know, the Bodhisattva left from home because of kusala. That is the main purpose was behind that. Because Buddha says with his own words, I left from home or renunciation, purpose of kusala. He wanted to achieve and find what is the kusala. What is the kusala? Now we also have the same question. That is why I use the word kusala. This is Pali word, an Indian word, ancient Indian word. Now this word has translated into English as skillfulness. Skillfulness. Then we try to understand what is the meaning of this word. But it is very interesting because the Bodhisattva also has this question. What is the kusala? Then we don't want to hurry to translate this word kusala into our own language, which we speak, and try to get idea. It is better if we keep it as it is, the kusala. The Bodhisattva also asked that question, what is the kusala? I was searching. I try to understand what is the kusala. Then when we write it in Roman alphabet, which we commonly use in English alphabet, it is Kusala. Very simple thing. Kusala. Kusala. It is easy to pronounce also. Then the Siddhartha Gautama, the Bodhisattva, also asked this question, what is the kusala? Because in his background, in those days, in his period, that was the main question in the society. What is the kusala? Then there was some ideas some answers for that. The one of that is, it is common thing from the Vedic side, from the Vedic books. They said this kusala come from the God. It is come from the God. That was the idea. That it is given by God, the kusala. Then they explain kusala as skillfulness. Any type of skills. Any type of skills, they said it is kusala. It is look like a dancing and singing also a kusala. It also come from the God. All of the physical activities, creative things, and other abilities also kusala. That was the idea from the Vedic side. But ascetics, their idea was the kusala. It is physical thing. We must develop it. Physical thing, we must develop it. If we control our body, then kusala will arise. That was their idea. So the bodhisattva practice the ascetic path to achieve kusala. But finally, it is very important thing in his way. He understood, the bodhisattva understood, this kusala is not a physical thing. There is no direct relations with physical body. Before that, he understood that it is not come from the God. We have to achieve it in our own life. So, but it is not a physical thing. It is mental thing. So he decide, I have to practice, and I have to find this in my own mind. Find this with my own mind. That was the that is very important understanding. Before that, any yogi, any meditator, any practitioner, any person who try to achieve the enlightenment, they don't have this knowledge, but easily today we know it. But before the Siddhartha Gautama, before the Bodhisattva analyzed this, there was not that understanding in human society. He's the one who first they analyzed this. The kusala is not, it is not physical thing, it is psychic thing or mental thing. It's related to mind. So he decided to develop his mind, and he tried to find the kusala in his own mind. So in this way, he got idea. He understood kusala. He gave a definition for the kusala within this understanding. He said like this way: the kusala, doesn't lead to hurting myself. The kusala doesn't lead to hurting myself. Because of the thought which he found in his mind, he saw the kusala must be not hurting oneself and hurting others or hurting both. It nourishes wisdom. It's on the side of freedom from anguish, and it leads to extinguishment. That is his definition or explanation for the kusala. Then kusala means a kind of thoughts which not leads to hurting oneself, hurting others, or hurting both, and it nourishes to wisdom. That is very important thing. Then the Pali word kusala has been translated to English as skillfulness. However, I would like to call it mental well-being. That is the good word for the kusala. Mental well-being. Because Siddhartha also, the Bodhisattva, Siddhartha Bodhisattva also wanted to have a healthy mind or achieve mental wealth, mental well-being. That is, so now we can understand what is the kusala means. Kusala means mental well-being. Mental well-being. Be happy, peace, and with wisdom. And there must be wisdom, and there must be pure mind, clear mind, pure mind, happy mind. That is the healthy mind. That is the meaning mental well-being. Then after understanding of this, again, as I said before, he understood. I don't want to struggle with my own physical body. He understood that. And now his attention was to his own mind. His attention was for his own mind, not the physical body or not any power, miracle power from outside, from God or anyone. Just he pay his attention to his own mind. Then he give nice word for this, or to all of the mental thoughts. He gave a Pali word, vitakka. Vitakka. Vitakka means thoughts. Vitakka, that is the Pali word he used here. That we can translate it as the thoughts. Now he said, I have to paid my attention to my own thoughts. Yes. Then he said what he did. But because now I want to explain this to you here. This is the way or experience which Buddha used to attain Buddhahood or enlighten. And we also today try to attain Nibbana or attain to enlighten. Then it is very interesting how if we have understand how the Siddhartha Gautama or the Bodhisattva attained to the Buddhahood. In this sutta, he explained how he attained to the Buddhahood. What did he practice? What did he practice? That is, that then if we understand this, we can use it as our path or meditative path to the liberation or the Nibbana. So he said, when he understood about this vitakka or thoughts in his own mind, he said like this way: mendicants or monks or bhikkhu, before my awakening, when I was still unawakened but intent on awakening, I thought, why don't I meditate by continually dividing my thoughts into in two classes. Again, when I was still unawakened but intent on awakening, I thought. Yeah, he said, before I awakened, before I attained to Buddhahood, before I achieved the enlightenment, I thought. That is very important. I thought. I decided. I understood. I wanted to do. And I did. That is the meaning of this I thought. Why don't I meditate by continually dividing my thoughts into two classes? What is this? So I assigned sensual, malicious, and cruel, harmful thoughts into one class. Now what he do? He recognized some kind of thoughts in mind and divide into one class. What is that? Sensual desires. In Pali, we would use the Kamavitakka, sensual desires. Malicious, the related to the anger, jealous, and other harming ideas. Then cruel thoughts. These malicious and cruel thoughts are going together because of the same way, but he divides them into as two, malicious and cruel. Then now he recognized the black part of the or dark part of the mind, the dark side of the mind. All of other thoughts, most of thoughts come from the based on this three way. Then other side. So I assigned thoughts of renunciation. Renunciation means the thoughts which not related to the sensual desires, the in opposite way. That the renunciation thoughts. Goodwill and harmfulness. This friendly kindness thoughts, the which not related to the desire, sensual desires, and friendly kindly thoughts, they are into the other group. Now we have to think about this. This is very simple thing. There is no very difficult words. There is no very difficult concepts. Just it is very simple thing. Buddha always explain everything in simple way. So we have to take it as a simple thing. And we try to analyze. It is with our own mind, own life. Now we can see here. Very simple way he divide his thoughts into two categories or two group. Now if we think about our life, we can find it in this moment, in present moment also, we can understand it. Yes, there is two categories of thoughts in my life, in my mind. There is sensual desires are there, malicious is there, harmful thoughts are there. Yeah, cruel, harmful thoughts are in our own mind. We can understand it. And we have to agree with that. We have to open it. Then we can see in our mind, there is some thoughts. It is not really related to the sensual desires. As example, you are listening to a Dhamma talk. It is not because of sensual desire. It is not because of your malicious mind. It is not because of your cruel thoughts or harmful thoughts. It is totally different from the sensual desires. Then that part also in my mind. You have friendly mind. You have kindful mind. You are kindful for your friends, your relatives, maybe the animals. That is in our mind. It is not new thing. It is in our mind. So the important thing is we have to understanding about this situation. There is two type of thoughts. There is two type of thoughts in my own mind. Still Buddha not say anything to do us. Just only he said, I analyzed this, I understood this, and I divide them into two categories, into two groups. Still he not going to do anything to them. Just only understanding. We don't want to hurry. Just understand. Now if we pay little bit, if we go the other side, the modern psychologists also categorize thought into this way. We can see it. They use word positive and negative. They also use this word, the positive and negative. It also mostly the same. This week, the to the kusala and akusala. The akusala is the opposite word of the kusala. Then this is very important thing within the modern psychologist. Also, they also decide this. They also have understand this. We need to divide thoughts into two categories, and they use this word kusala, the negative and the positive. Then they also have uh, they also uh, they also have given some names for this mental uh, states or thoughts, uh, kind of like apathy, grief, fear, hatred, shame, blame, regret, uh, anger, resentment, hostility, guilt, uh, despair. Those are, they say, the negatives. Then we also can understand it is correct. Grief, fear, hatred, shame, blame, anger, guilt. This is the negative thoughts, and it also akusala. Most of them come from the because of the fear, anger, uh, from that base. Then into the positive group, they use joy, interest, enthusiasm, laughter, empathy, action, curiosity, uh, pride, desire, it is not the sensual desire, and hope. Those are the thoughts they recognize as positive. But Buddha has categorized them also in short way. He said, he used the word renunciation thought, thoughts of the renunciation, goodwill, and harmlessness. Then all of other positive thoughts, which is in psychology, we can include to this too. Then, so it is interesting now in modern society also have understood this situation in the mind and what should we have to do. Then it is very, we have to happy about that the our great teacher, the Buddha, he found this, he analyzed this more than 26 centuries ago, and he have taught it. That is the thing we have practiced in last two 26 centuries in the east part of the earth, east part of the global. Then that is the based on our culture. Anywhere in the Buddhist culture in the all over the world, that we can see it, how the people practice this with their own culture. Because sometime in the West people, they think the meditation practice means the sitting on a cushion and close eyes and practice some kind of meditation technique. That is what they think. Then sometimes they come to the Asian countries and the Buddhist countries, traditional Buddhist countries. They can't see people sitting and meditating as they think. Then they say, oh, These people not meditate. These people not practice this. They are doing some rituals only. Uh, uh, they are not practice Buddhist. They are just only a traditional Buddhist. That is their thinking. Sometimes they write as it is. The people who read it, they also think that way. But it is wrong. It is wrong. Because the basic thing is we need to remove or eliminate the negative thoughts or akusala from our mind. That is the important thing. And they develop or culture or improve the kusala or positive thoughts in our mind, in our life. Then what we have done, we have developed it to practice as a part of culture, day-to-day life. That is the meditation. That is the bhavana. The bhavana means the meditation, this word, it is an English word. It is not our word. It is not a Buddhist word. It is the Western-based English word. But we use this word to parallel it to the bhavana in our text. That is the original word, the bhavana. The bhavana means developing, improving, or culturing. Then what we develop, what we improve, what we culture, we have to ask that question. Then we have easy question for that. That is, we develop kusala, positive thoughts, positive thoughts. So we have to say it kusala bhavana. That is the word kusala bhavana. Then what we do, we developed our positive thoughts in our mind. Then how we do it? The sitting meditation practice also one of them. When people do it, mostly people practice the tranquility meditation, the samatha or the samadhi within sitting meditation. But we practice all of other positive thoughts in our life, day-to-day life, as a cultural practice. So it also kusala bhavana. We developed our positive thoughts with our cultural practice. Then so we have to happy about that. But if we not understand this, if we do this without understanding, without clear idea, without understanding of the goal, then it would be in wrong way. Because if we don't know, if we don't know the goal and why do we do this, if we not have that answer for that question, if it is not clear for us, then we can't achieve the goal. But if we have a clear understanding, we can practice this in our day-to-day life, especially with our cultural practice. Otherwise, it is very important thing. We can start the people who are in the culturally in Buddhist society. They can start their practice in their from their childhood. That is the thing we practice with our parents. Then as elders, you also can help to your children from their childhood to practice this. So now we can understand here within this what is the bodhisattva understood about his mind to achieve the kusala, to the attain to the enlightenment. Then after this understanding, he decide I have to develop all of these positive thoughts or kusala thoughts. I have to use them. I have to improve them. I have to use. I have to improve. Uh, and I have to use it. That is the thing he decide. Then he decide all of these negative thoughts. All of these negative thoughts. I have to remove them from the mind. That is very important. Buddha says when we analyze this situation in mind, if we decide this, if we decide to remove the all of negatives from the mind, and if we decide to develop and use to all of positive thoughts, then naturally the negatives are removed from the mind, and we can develop the positive in our mind, because we not need to bring new thing here, because already we have positive thoughts in our mind. They are already in our mind. What do we have to do? We have to do just only analyze them first of all. They how activate our positive thoughts in mind, and the way to develop them in our life. Then now you also can understand this. Then Buddha explained after that what happened. Then he explained how he established a samadhi, a tranquility mind, and how he developed his mind after that further and further. Then how he removes all of the defilement and attained to Nibbana. Then today I like to stop from here to explain about this, because practically we are here in this stage. The first one is to understand how the Bodhisattva attained to Nibbana and how did he found his own way to Nibbana. Then it is helpful for us because we also follow him. And now, according to this Dvedavitakka Sutta, even though it is in Pali language, and it has, fortunately it has translated into the English, and maybe the languages which you use, your mother tongue, you can read, maybe it is in your own language also. It is enough if anyone can understand this sutra. Yeah. Therefore, I propose to you, kindly I ask you, try to read this sutra, just only first part of the sutra, which we discussed today. But before go to the other part, and try to understand it is word by word. What is the meaning of these words? Yeah. Then you can understand it very simple way. It is very simple teaching, because just only thing is, he said, to analyze your own mind, analyze your thoughts, and categorize them into two classes or two groups, one kusala and nakusala, or positive and negative. Then analyze negative as negative, positive as positive, because here also trouble. Normally our unpracticed mind, undeveloped mind, it's analyze them in wrong way. Sometimes negatives we categorize, we put in negative thoughts in positive category or positive box. Sometimes the positive things we put in the negative box. or negative category. That is the our nature of the putujjana, putujjana nature. uh. So the so that is why we have to listen to Dhamma. Dhamma has categorized in correct way. So if we understood that, then within that knowledge we can review our mind, and we can look at our thoughts, analyze our thoughts, and after that we can categorize them into correct way. Then if anyone understand this is negative or akusala, then we know this is something we need to remove from my own mind. It is not me, it is not my, then I have to remove this. When we see the positives in our mind, the kusala, then we have to achieve it. This is my, this is me. I have to use this, I have to develop this. This is the thing we have to understand. Then, so in this way, we also achieve all of the steps which achieve the Bodhisattva and the Buddha. So we have that confidence with our life, then we can practice it. Then I like to stop from here. Then it is time to Q&A.
Thank you, Bhante. Thank you for the interesting talk, Dhamma sharing. As you said, um, I believe that are we going to do another part to this sutta, Bhante? You said to read the early part of the sutta.
Yeah.
So, is there a second part to this sutta that we will be discussing?
Yes.
Uh, I'm putting you
But
in the spot. I'm putting you in the spot, Bhante. So, which means we have to invite you
no,
sometime
I
next
think
week.
it is not the day. Today is not the day for that.
Yeah, yeah, of course. I will slot in another day for you. We will do the second part of the sutta. There are some questions, Bhante, from the audience. Let me post those questions to you. Can you see the questions, Bhante?
Yes. The practice, dear Bante, to practice a healthy, pure, and calm mind, is it important to cultivate and accept the physical deterioration of our body? Can Bante recommend us a teaching that Buddha taught from the Sutta? Thank you. I think you have used this word deteriorations, means the Pali word is dukkarakya kriya. Dukkarakriya. Um, I think there is no direct relations with physical controlling, but physical body is important. The physical health is very important for the practitioners. So we have to maintain our physical health, because we need long life to practice. It is need, because the people, most of people start their meditation practice and other things in the maybe young age or middle age. Some people start in the after 50, 60. So we need a couple of more age to practice. So we need a healthy life, because if we cannot practice, if cannot to be activate, then it is difficult, and within the pains it is we can't do it. So we need keep our health. Then we need to practice with the food also. We have to control our food and other things within the advice from the doctors. That is important, and not like did the ascetics who are in those days in the in Indian societies. Uh, but just we need to keep physical body in a healthy physical body, so we need that. Otherwise, the yoga exercises, the hatha yoga or tai chi, like that, physical practice also very helpful for the meditation practice. So we need it, but we have to keep this. The anything we do this, uh, it is for the healthy life, healthy body, and it is helpful for the physical, the healthy mind also. And we have to understand this. Always any activity, if we do, it must be help to remove all of negative thoughts as sensual desires, and it must be helpful for that. Then we can practice any other our cultural practice. In our culture, we have the full moon day to practice the or observe the precepts, and 5 precepts for the life. It also we have to practice, and doing chanting also important practice in this way. So I think again I want to uh, tell you that physical health is important to meditation practice. I think you will happy with this. So, yeah. The next question, Sukham. I think that question asked from the Sukham. When I try to meditate or listen Dhamma talks, I feel very peaceful and calm. However, I tend to doze off in between because I feel so at ease. How should I overcome this problem? Uh, Here, actually, everybody when practice meditation, they have their particular teacher on teacher. Then I like to the practitioners contact their teachers uh, for the meditation guidance, because the every meditation experience are personal. It is not, sometimes other people cannot understand and other people have misunderstand that. So some questions must the answers must be personal. uh, some we can talk with everybody. So within this question I like to say, uh, the again it is better if I can see that question, or it is better if you can put it in the chat box, then I can. uh, this one, the I tend to doze off in between because I feel so at ease. It is better if you can you explain a little bit that?
I think what Sister Sue is telling Bhante is that when she's meditating, she's feeling very calm and peaceful in the mind. So when
Yes,
she's
yeah.
feeling very calm and peaceful, automatically she feels very sleepy. She falls asleep. because she's in
Yeah.
a very calm state, right? So she's asking the question, how do I overcome this problem? Because when I'm in this calm state and I go off to sleep or not off to sleep, how do I overcome this problem when I meditate? That's
Yes,
basically what she's
that
asking.
is the thing I wanted to understand with the person who asked this question, the own words, uh, because we don't know what is the, it is sleepy or something else. The, as example, sometime it is come because of health reason, because of health reason. Then we have to check it also. And other thing is, the mostly in our life we have practiced that it is our habit and nature. When we are close our eyes, we close our eyes for the sleeping, for sleep. Then our body is, when we, if we ready, if we close our eyes, then body understand it as going to be sleep. It is naturally comes. Then maybe it is come because of it. Yeah. Uh, Sometime when we are very calm and peace, then also comes the sleepiness. So now I like to say, uh, first thing is, don't close your eyes completely, just half. Keep your openly little bit half, your halfway your eyes. Then it is not closed. Then maybe you can overcome this situation. And if it is happening, the another thing is, do the walk-in meditation. Uh, that is the to thing uh, I can explain to you this for this moment. Uh, Otherwise, it is not only you. Most of practitioners have same experience, and it is very difficult. Uh, it is very difficult thing to also overcome, but that is why I say it is better if we start to practice this mindfulness and tranquility with our day-to-day activities also. When we are active, then if we are in mindfulness uh, in that time also, when we are active, that then it would be helpful for the our meditation practice. And another advice I can give you, keep on your lights, not off light. That also would be helpful for you. We'll try how to do in future. The thoughts, just the second question from the Facebook user, from the Facebook. Thoughts just come spontaneously to our mind, especially negative thoughts. How to prevent this from happening? The, I think, answer also in the question. We can see the answer also in question. The questioner said, especially negative thoughts, and it is spontaneously. Actually, any thoughts not come without our knowing, even though we not understand it. All of thoughts come when we need it. These negative thoughts, that is it is very important. Actually, this question is very important practical question. I like to that question because everybody have to pay attention to this question. Um, These negative thoughts also come to our mind because of I need it. And positive thoughts, why do they not in our mind or not active in our mind? Because we don't want to it. Hmm? That is the real nature in our mind. Hmm? The negatives, we need it. We want it. We enjoy them. We have habit with them. We have practiced so many years. If you think about this life, how many years we have practiced them, we have enjoyed them, we have developed them. uh, we have give the chance to improve them in our mind. Otherwise, those are in the society also. If we watch the TV or movies or anything, the negative thoughts come. They provide us negative thoughts. If you go outside, everywhere, because in the society. So there is so many chance to come naturally them into our mind. Otherwise, our ordinary mind, unpracticed mind, undeveloped mind, it is always attract to that. So it is come. It is not spontaneously. There are reason behind that. We are the people who achieve it, accept it. We accept them. We have practiced them. That is why we need to practice to develop positive thoughts. So first thing is, first of all we have to understand this. We have this is the this is result of karma. uh, Reaction of karma come from the past, because we have practiced this. So it is now come naturally. uh, it is look like spontaneous, but it is not spontaneous. So in same way, we have to practice our positive thoughts. Then that is the one and only way to overcome it. But first of all, we have to understand this situation. That is the very important thing. I think the person who asked this question have this analyze or understanding, and I like to say he or she have start practice their the own mind, or try to understand in their own mind. That is very important in life. In that way, we can develop we can continue it. Isn't it helpful to keep the mind active and focused so that sleepiness and negative thoughts both could be avoided? Yes. Yes. Yes, it is short answer, yes. But we need to practice to do this. We need to practice to do this. When I think Cherisho, when we are very tired, we can easily fall asleep. But sometimes we may wake up with worried or negative thoughts. Mhm. How can we prevent such thoughts arising and or to before walking before wake up? Thank you. I think within this question, it also very clear and practical question. There is one thing is it is, I don't know, the when very tired means it is physically or mentally. If we are physically also tired, if we then also we uh, fall asleep. It is nature. It need, actually it need. If we are physically tired, then we need sleep or rest. But the mentally, if we tired mentally, then also fell asleep. Otherwise, that is the nature. When we are unhappy or angry or with the suffering mind, not peaceful, then our brain also decide to sleep. Mm. Brain also decide to sleep. Um, so that is why we have to practice the keep mind in positive way. Yeah, they if we give the chance for the positive thoughts always, if not give chance to the negatives, then there is no mental tired. Because when we are tired in mental, then physically also we tired. Mostly it happen. The, mostly people who are happy in their workplace, they are not tired. But the people who are unhappy at the workplace, they are always tired. It is same to other things also in the education or any other things in family life, the life with children. If anyone not happy, then they are tired always. So we try to keep our mind always happy. Um, then always we can be awake. That is why I want to explain it. Culturally, in our societies, we have so many rituals, cultural things. Um, because you know, if you go to the monasteries or if you participate with rituals, there is no reason to develop your uh, sensual desires or anger or fear or any type of negative thoughts. But it is support to you to develop your confidence, shraddha, and the friendliness, loving kindness, patient, and everything. Uh, and then your mind is activate with them. Then you are not tired with them. When you are listening to chanting, it is different from the listening to the ordinary the music or the songs. It is give you wisdom, calmness, peacefulness, and kindness, everything. So this the cultural activities is for this situation. Actually, the meditation practice we need them. Yeah. Then they also helpful us to overcome this situation. Those are the things I can explain here now.
Thank you, Bhante. I think that was an excellent sharing. And I hope the questions and the people who asked those questions are satisfied with Bhante's answer. I think I found them quite practical. You can use Bhante's advice to solve some of your problems that you have, especially with regards to meditation and falling asleep and feeling tired. Um, so use Bhante's advice to improve your practice and also your daily lives that you live in. So with that, we've come to the end of this evening's Dhamma sharing. So before we end, I would like to invite Bhante to conduct the Anumodana. Bhante, would you kindly conduct the Anumodana?
Yes. Uh, First of all, we are going to do the Anumodana to the all of the celestial beings who need to or who accept our Anumodana merits. Then say the stanzas with me. Etthavatha cha ammehi sambhatang punya sampadang sabbe devanumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya sabbe bhuta anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya Sabbe sattha anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya. Then we need to do anumodana or transfer this merit to our relatives who passed away. If anyone can accept this, or anyone can anumodana with us or be happy with us, then we ask them to happy with us and achieve these merits. Idam me jnātīnaṃ hotu sukhitā huntu jnātayo. Idam me jnātīnaṃ hotu sukhitā huntu jnātayo. Idam me jnātīnaṃ hotu sukhitā huntu jnātayo. Then I like to bless to everybody. May you be happy, peace and calm, and may you attain to Nibbana. Bhavatu sabba mangalam rakhantu sabba devata sabba buddhanubhavena sabba dhammanubhavena sabba sanghanubhavena sada sotti bhavantu te.
Thank you, Bhante. Thank you for the Anumodana, for conducting the Anumodana. So, with that, we've come to the end of this evening's Dhamma sharing. I'm sure many of you would have been guided by Bhante and would have taken up his advice. And if you had missed out anything, you can do follow us on our YouTube channel. This Dhamma sharing will be posted onto our YouTube channel in the next couple of days. And you can always go there to refer to all of our Dhamma talks that we have conducted here on the BMV Dhammadana series. So, on behalf of the Committee on Management and the monks of the Buddhist Maha Vihara, let me take this opportunity to thank Bhante Kamalasiri for taking time off. It's very early in the morning for Bhante, and I know he just told me it's very cold where he is. and, and to share your Dhamma wisdom with us, Bhante. And also to all our sponsors this evening for helping us keep this Dhammadana series alive and kicking. And also to all our viewers who are with us this evening. I hope you had a very enlightening evening, and this was good advice to you. And look forward to seeing you this Sunday. We have another Dhamma speaker this Sunday. And with that, have a pleasant evening. Sukhi Hotu, one and all.